Hey guys, what's going on? I'm aarointheknee. Today, preseason came in and we've got some brand new masteries, and I want to go through these with you, help you out with them, because it's a bit scary at first when you look at this new mastery page and you're like, the fuck do I do here? So we're going to have a look through extensively. We'll see what's good, what's bad, and you know what combinations to use. So where should we start? Offense? I think it's pretty good. Alright, so we've got double-edged sword, which has only 1 point you can put into it. Basically, you hit harder and you take more damage. So if you're melee, you deal an extra 2 damage, receive an extra 2% damage, receive an extra 1%, which is actually a really good trade-off. I would say, firstly, this is nice that they're doing differences between melee and range, because melee need the help. A lot of champions just shouldn't be melee. Like, let's say someone like Gragas, who I don't believe should be melee. I believe he should have a short range auto attack. But that's a different thing. Point being, melee are getting a few more advantages over ranged, which makes me happy. So you deal an extra 2% damage, receive an extra 1%, which is not much. It's only 2 damage per 100, so early game that's probably going to be an extra 1 damage. So it's not fantastic, but it is extra damage, and it's especially good if you're melee. And for 1 point, well, you know, you can't really complain. Fury, for each point, 1.25 attack speed, and the same with sorcery with cooldown reduction. Both of these have been buffed since the last season, because it used to be 4% at max. So you get an extra percent. It's much better on the cooldown reduction, because it used to be 4%, which was really weird. It's like, oh great, I got 36% or 34% or something like that, and it's like, ugh, I'm wasting a point in cooldown reduction. So now it's a flat 5%, which is very nice. We have Butcher. It does more damage to minions and monsters, which is a jungler thing. So yeah, it does it with spells now. That's actually very good. The old one did 2 damage for 2 points. This one does 2 damage for 1 point, which is just fantastic. Who does not want Butcher for 1 point? You might want to take that even if you're laning, because that does it against minions. So yeah, that's good for last hitting. That's fantastic. That is one of the best mastery points. Feast, killing a unit restores 2 health for 1 mana. I will take that for 1 point. Pretty much if something costs 1 point, unless it's completely terrible, probably should take it. Ability power per level, at max rank this gives you 16, which, let me think, you needed 4 points in the old one, and I think it gave you 18, so I think this is slightly buffed. The one below it is an extra 8 ability power. Are you fucking kidding me? 1 point for 8 ability power. I don't think they've ever done a mastery that is that strong, other than maybe the armor penetration and magic penetration ones. That is amazing. 1 point, fucking take that shit. Brute Force, AD per level, 10 per level, and a start with 5 attack damage. That's like 2 quintessences, I think. How much are the quints? They're not that much. They're about 2.5-ish quints are. So this is like 2 quintessence of strength. 5 attack damage. That is fucking insane. Exposed weakness. Damage an enemy with a spell increases allied champions' damage to that enemy by 1% for the next 3 seconds. So, wow, that's amazing for 1 point. That is just... For 1 point. For 1 point. An extra 1% damage by all your team. So, wow, that's good. Spell Weaving. Damaging an enemy champion with a basic attack increases spell damage by 1%, stacking up to 3 times. Max 3% increase. So, this is one of those ones where you're in lane, this is your mid laners. Auto attack, do a spell. And I think this is one of those things that kind of bugs me, because it kind of helps worse players get better, and it makes me a bit, you know, I know I do these guides, but I'd prefer to be playing against someone who's worse than me, because then I have more chance of winning. So when they do things like this, and make people want to harass with auto attacks, it kind of bugs me a little bit. It's like when people are playing Lux, and you know, her passive makes you want to auto attack in lane for the proc. It's just like, man, I don't want her auto attacking me. I'm playing Kassadin. So yeah, spell weaving is good. Spell weaving is just, it's 1 point, and you get a lot out of it. You can get an extra 3 damage per 100, which, you know, early game is not bad. Blade weaving is the exact opposite. So if you do spell, you get a basic attack back. So that's good. Executioner increases damage dealt to champions below 20% by 5%. So at max rank, it's does that actually? Oh my god, look at that! This actually increases differently. Increases damage dealt to champions below 20% health by 5%. And when you increase it, it doesn't increase the damage. It increases the threshold of health they need to be on. So this is a very, 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 very good mastery, because 5% is actually a decent chunk. That's 5 damage per 100. So, and it's very easy to get someone below 50% health to proc this. So 3 points in this, I think, is pretty good. Even if you put 1 point in just to be the executioner for when they're below 20% health. But I like 3 points in this. Especially since 1 point in this, killing a champion restores 5% missing health and mana. In teamfights, that is pretty essential. That's pretty damn cool. That's, yeah, 5 health per 100. Usually I love about 1,000, so 50 health. That could be the difference between, you know, you killing someone, Ignite going on both of you, and you healing for that extra 25 health. So that's a fantastic mastery point there. Archmage increases ability power by 5% with 3 points. Who does not want that? Arcane Blade. Basic attacks deal bonus magic damage equal to 5% of ability power. I want that for 1 point. By the way, I'm not using all of these. This is just me saying, hey, these are good. Warlord. Increase your basic bonus attack damage by 5%. You got to remember that is bonus attack damage, so yeah, you're not going to start off doing an extra 3 damage. But it's still good. It's still good. Frenzy. Critical hits grant 5% attack speed for 3 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. I think this one's kind of dropped off from the last one. I liked the old one, because you only needed to do 1 crit. Critical hits are hard to do, unless you're really late in the game. So the fact that it stacks, it sucks a bit, because by the point that you're able to crit 3 times within like a couple of seconds, well, you know, multiple times within a couple of seconds, you're probably going to have a Phantom Dancer. You're probably going to have a Static Shift. So, you know, you don't need the extra attack speed. It's okay for 1 point. It's fell off a bit, but a point, I guess you can't really, you know, complain. Devastating Strikes, probably, you know, I said this is good. I would say 6% armor and magic pen. Fuck those stats. That is armor and magic penetration, not armor and magic penetration. That's a 6% armor and magic penetration. Is that it has to be armor penetration and magic penetration, because this is the offense tree. I might be looking into it too much. But yeah, 6% armor and magic pen. Magic pen and armor pen are 2 of the hardest stats to get in the game. I think there are only... There's... and I'm not counting the upgrades here. Haunting Guise, Void Staff, the Brutalizer, which goes into the Cleaver, Last Whisper, and I can't... Oh, and Sorcerer's Shoes. I can't really think of any... Oh, I guess if you count this... oh god, Abyssal Scepter. That's 6 items that give that stat that I can think of. it's very hard to get armor penetration and magic penetration, so you want that. And the final one down here is Havoc. 3% increased damage. That's 3 damage per 100. That's pretty good. And that's also on spells. So that's us looking through the... this is the offense tree. So let's return the points and let's have a look at the defense tree. And I would say back in Season 3, I can't believe we're in Season 4, this is pretty cool. We're in pre-season, but whatever. I think the defense tree had so much more than the offense and the utility tree last season. So I'm hoping they've kind of, you know, pulled it together. I think the offense tree is fantastic this season. I can't wait to start using it. So we're going to look through. Block reduces incoming damage from champion basic attacks by 1. I'm so glad this is at the top of the tree. Before you had to get 11 points to get block, and it's unyielding now. So that's fantastic. Just reducing stuff by 2. Champion basic attack. Great for people who, let's say you're in the top lane with Shen, and you want to buy a Doran Shield to start. That means 9 damage is negated, so that's good. Recovery. 1 health regen per... No, 1 health per 5 seconds? Man, they need to... 2 health per 5 seconds. Yeah, it's health regen, but the way they word it is a bit strange. But yeah, 2 health per 5, that's pretty good. Enchanted armor. Increases bonus armor and magic resistance by 5% for 2 points. I like that. That's pretty good. Extra 5 armor for 100. You know, for 2 points, I can't complain. Tough skin. Reduces damage from neutral monsters by 1. Does not affect lane minions. It bothers me that it has to say that. Oh, actually, no, because minions aren't monsters. I don't like that it has to say it does not affect lane minions, because it's like, yeah, it shouldn't. They're not monsters, they're minions. Bladed armor. Taking basic attack damage from neutral monsters causes them to bleed. Dealing damage equal to 1% of the current health each second. This does not work against lane minions. Okay, let's have a think about this, because, let's say Dragon and Baron. Baron has about 15,000 health, I think. It's about that. Maybe 12,000. I say it's 12,000. That means it'll do 12,120 damage? Yeah, about 120 damage a second from that. That's pretty cool. And it's just good for 1 point. Hey, if it's 1 point, it's pretty good. Because, I mean, look, we have to spend 4 points for 5% cooldown reduction. So, yeah. Veteran Scars. That's 36 health, which is pretty good. It used to be 40, but you needed 4 points in something else. Juggernaut. 3% maximum health. These two together is pretty good. You start at how much health? About 500. So, 3%, that's an extra 15 health. On top of 36, that's about 50 extra health to start the game. That's pretty good. Unyielding, if you're melee, reduces all incoming damage from champion by 2. If you're ranged, by 1. I'm glad they're giving melee some extra stuff. You know, I'm kind of harping on it, but melee needs the help. It really does. It sucks when you're playing against a Kennen and you're a melee character. So yeah, you want to point that. Oppression. Reduces damage taken by 3% from enemies that have impaired movement. A point. You've got... Man, imagine this on Singed with, what's that thing called? Roller's Crystal Scepter. Or pretty much anyone who's got any kind of stun, snares, or anything. 1 point, 3%, that's 3 damage per 100. Hardness, 5 armor for 3 points. I'll take it. Same with resistance, magic resist, 5 magic resist. That's a lot. That really is a lot to start the game. Evasive. Reduces magic damage taken by 4% from area effect magic damage. Hey. Those wombo combos will hurt less. Reduces damage taken by critical strikes by 10%. This is good late game. Really good late game, because those crits can start hitting for like 500-600. You've got this on? It's an extra 60 damage negated. Swiftness. Reduces the effectiveness of slows by 10% for 1 point. Whew, I'll take it. Perseverance. regenerates 1% of missing health per 5 seconds, which goes up to 3%. That's actually very good. Man, I'm trying to do the calculations now, but that mastery makes it so that you can kind of come back in lane. It's sort of like the Chalice of Harmony. Am I thinking of the right one? The one that goes into Athene's Unholy Grail. It's kind of like that, and I like that. It's nice. And the one below it, Second Wind, increases self-healing, health regen, life steal, spell vamp by 10% when below 25% health. That's pretty cool. That helps. That's going to be really good for people who are chugging potions when they're just slowly dying from Ignite or something. Even though Ignite does, cut all that in half, it's kind of like, am I going to make it? Those 1 or 2 extra health there really do help. Tenacious, 1 armor and 0.5 magic resist for each nearby champion, which goes up to, let's take a few out of these, 4 armor and 2 magic resist for each nearby champion. My god, that's good. That is so damn good. Because if we look up here, we got 5 armor for 3 points. Here, for 4 points, we have 4 armor, 2 magic resist when we're fighting someone, 8 armor, 4 magic resist when we're getting ganked, and in team fights, that can be up to 20 armor. 20 armor is a fucking lot. That's like, let me calculate how much Chain Vest is. Chain Vest is 720 for 45 armor. In a team fight, you can get half a Chain Vest with this. And magic resist. Man, that's good. Radiant Shield. Start the game with a 50 health shield. The shield regenerates each time after spawning. Man, that is dumb. Just lose some harass. I'll take it for a point. And Legendary Guardian reduces the duration of crowd control effects by 15%. I have always liked the Tenacious Mastery in Season 3. I took 3 points in it whenever I was in the defense tree. This should be the bottom one. This should be the best. It really is the best. So I think the defense tree is absolutely fantastic. I love the defense tree at the moment. So only one left, utility. And utility is always, to me... Oops, I just moved that. Excuse me, boys and girls. Yeah, utility's always felt a bit different to me. I'm just going to move this tiny bit again. I'm sorry. Utility's always felt really underwhelming to me. I've never really liked using it. Even when I'm playing a support, a lot of the time I'm like, I really just want to go into the defense tree. Especially when I'm playing Sona, she's so squishy. It's like, why am I doing all this utility stuff? Yes, I get a biscuit. Yes, I get a stupid ward, but whatever. Alright, so Phase Walker reduces the casting time of recall by 1 second. I think for a point it's decent. I think recall is 8 seconds, so down to 7. Hey, it can save your ass when you're in that brush and someone's running towards you and you need to just get out as fast as possible. I'd probably take it. Fleet of Foot, 1.5 movement speed. That is a quintessence of speed. Yeah, a movement speed quintessence is 1.5% movement speed, which is quite a lot. I like it. I like that. Especially since it's right at the top. Some of these masteries, it's like, oh, these are really good, but you've got to go deep in the tree. For this point, it's very good. Meditation, up to 3 mana regen per 5. I love that so much. It changes early game so much. Even for someone in the 80 carry lane, I take that with pretty much anyone who got mana, the 3 mana regen. Last season and this season it will be as well. Scout increases the cast range of trinkets by 15%. Ooh, that's pretty good. Trinkets are quite long range, so 15% is an actual decent extra. So an extra point. Summoner's Insight reduces the cooldown of summoner spells by 4%, same as last season. 10% for Flash. I think Flash is 300 seconds. That's 30 seconds. Half a minute off of Flash. And Ignite, I think, is about 180 seconds. So that's an 18 seconds off that. That's really good for 3 points. And it's early on in the tree, so it's good. Strength of Spirit. 1 health regen per 5 for every 300 maximum mana. Let me think. You usually have around about 400, 500 mana, so that's 2 health regen per 5. I'd take that. That's really good for a point. Alchemist increases the duration of potions and elixirs by 10%. Ooh, an extra little bit of health. Culinary Master. Health potions are upgraded to biscuits that restore an extra 20 health and 100 mana and 10 mana instantly on consumption. Fuck, that's good. My fucking god, that's fucking good. That's so fucking good. Oh my god, that's good. Did I say it's good? I love that. That's so fantastic. I will be making biscuits all day. Vampirism. It's the exact same as last season. Up to 3% lifesteal and spell. If you can go this deep into the tree, how many do you need? Let me just see how much we need for this. God damn it, stop putting points. You need 8 points in utility, so you can only get 1 point in this. It is the same as last season. So you could have 1% lifesteal and spell vamp with 9 points. But you know, if you're going deep in this tree, 3% lifesteal and spell vamp is good. Runic Affinity, exactly the same as last season. If you're going to be taking a buff at any point, take that mastery. Greed. Goes up to 1.5 gold every 10 seconds. That is slightly nerfed from last season. You got 4 point... Well, it's not nerfed, but you can't put enough into it. So, 1.5 gold every 10 seconds. You know, if you're going to take it if you're a support, I'd prefer if they kept it with 4. Next. Scavenger 1 gold every time an ally kills a nearby lane minion. Well, towards the end of the game, you know, this could have given you a couple of 100 gold. If you're with your AD carry most of the time and he's killed a lot, hey, by 10 minutes in-ish, your opponent should have, your lane partner should have about 100 farm. This is 100 extra gold. I will take it. It's a point. Wealth, 40 starting gold. Hey, this used to cost 2 points. I will take it. Expanded Mind, 5% increased mana with 3 points. It's okay. Not fantastic. I'd love it unsinged. And anyone else who needs mana. 3 points and being so far down, it's not fantastic, but it's a decent one. Inspiration, 5 experience every 10 seconds while nearby. 5 experience every 10 seconds while near a higher level allied champion. This means it's easier to get back into the game. If you're at level 4 Sona and your lane partner's hit level 6 and your opponent's AD carries at 6 and you're just going to get squished every day, this helps you get back in. So you can get up to 10 experience every 10 seconds. So I like that. That helps. I have no idea who that is in the picture though. It looks like some sort of... I thought it was Kim Jong-il, but whatever. Bandit. Melee grants 15 gold on a champion killer assist. It's pretty good for Tarek. Ranged grants 3 gold every time an enemy champion is attacked. This cannot trigger. It's exactly the same as last time, but has something extra for melee champions, which... happy for that. So happy for that. Intelligence. 2% cooldown reduction and reduces the cooldown of activated items by 4%, which goes up to 10%. This mixes the old cooldown reduction mastery with the activated item cooldown mastery, which used to be 15% and 6%. They've lowered them slightly, but packaged them nicely, so they're good. It's a bit far down though. And the final one is 5% movement speed out of combat. I love movement speed. That is a zeal's worth of movement speed. I love movement speed. I love speed quintessences. I love zeals. I love boots. I love movement speed. It's the greatest thing ever. So yeah. So I'll be taking that point. Alright, so finally gone through all this. So let's have a look at some decent combinations. So let's say we're an AD carry. I would definitely take double-edged sword. I will definitely take the attack speed. Brute force at 3 for some extra attack damage and attack damage there. No to that. Maybe 1 to that, we'll see. Damage an enemy champion with an attack. Helps you with spell damage. Executioner with 3 points. Dangerous game, bit of mana back, bonus attack damage by 5%, armor and magic penetration I will take. You want to take the critical hit one just because it's 1 point, and 3% damage. This is probably going to be the normal attack damage one. And if we're going to go down here so we can get the blue buff, mana regen per 5, because I like the trinkets a lot, I'd like the extra cast range. And of course you want either the Summoner's Insight for the cooldown of swim spells, and of course the health regen's kind of nice. You can go Runic Affinity, or you can go maybe 3 into that, 1 into Alchemist and get the biscuits. No, you can't do that, you need 2 points there. Yeah, I like that. Let's say you want it to be a tanky person, you want to go bonus armor and magic resist, health regen for 5 is good. No, block's better, unyielding's good, veteran scars is beast, oppression reduces damage taken by yeah, I want that. The armor and the magic resist, I take both because they're just strong. This is the best mastery I've seen, but if I had to do only 21 points, I would, you know, I'd take out what I think I don't need. Like if I were Rammus, I would definitely want more armor. So that's not the most fantastic one, but you know, we're just having a quick look at it here. I'm gonna leave this here, guys. Hope this has helped you kind of just be like, oh, what do I want from this? And when they change the runes, and they're going to, I'll be doing something on that. If you want more of these videos, make sure you rate, comment, subscribe and stuff. I'll be doing lots more League now that Season 4 is here. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.